Chris, we've all but sealed our place in the middle eight. So how did you find today's game?
Today was a difficult game in the sense that even though we knew we were playing against a team at the bottom of the league, they'd had a win last week, so they were going to be confident in their approach. And I think with that over us, knowing that we really did need the win, that probably added a little bit of pressure. But really, it was about being better than we were against Batley last week, where we probably put in one of our poorest performances of the year. So it was about improving and fixing up the mistakes that we'd made in that game, and we did a good job of that today.
It was a tight first half, but we became a lot more clinical in that second period, I thought. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, the first half was tight. I just think what was really good for us in the first half was the plays when we attacked their right side, and our kicks worked really well for us there. The kicks were great. Steve Tyra coming up with the catches that he made, and he's one of those players who, we talk about X Factor players, lads who can come up with that skill. And Tyra did that several times today. He was exceptional.
Do you look to them kind of players when the game's getting tight, a big game situation? Steve Tyra, as you say, Scott Morrell before he came off was brilliant, and Ben Johnson really grabbed hold of the game as well, didn't he? Are they the kind of players that we need to look towards as we come up to these massive games in the middle eights?
Yeah, I think you do. You need those players like you mentioned there, like Tyra, Ben Johnston, Salter, Scott Morrell, who when you need a little bit of magic to come from somewhere, those players can give you that. They can get you a break through the line out of nothing. For me today, I thought our standout player though was Andy Braycheck. I thought he was exceptional. I thought he was not far short of 200 metres in the game in 15 plus carries. Braycheck really was great, and it was nice to see him get that try that he got as well. He's still recovering from it, but it was a good performance from Braycheck.
The season's almost over, one game left before we go into that middle eight. It's been a bit of a journey all season. We started a little bit slowly, but you must be pleased with how the boys are kind of peaking at the right times. Obviously our 8th straight win. How important is momentum now going forward into these games?
Yeah, huge. That's eight wins in a row, and that's credit really to what Richard's done. And something that I definitely say about him is that I've never seen anybody prepare to the extent that he does in terms of review and preview. So the boys are entering games with a great deal of knowledge about who we're playing, and that comes from putting the time in to do that. So we've got to a point where we feel very much in control of our performances because of that preparation that goes on during the week. Everything we do is targeted to the opponents that we're playing against, and it was obviously going to take Rich and the group of us a bit of time to get the boys playing in the way that was desired, but that is now happening. And I think what that's done is it's reduced the mistakes, and it's reduced the element of chance in performances. And there's a great consistency in what we're doing now.
The knowledge of opponents rolls on to next week. The last time we lost was against Bradford at the Summer Bash. Must be some good motivation for next week's game.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Fleming's just mentioned to me that the last time we actually beat Bradford in 1998, Rich was playing for Halifax then under John Pendlebury. So it's been a while, and we owe Bradford. We know how good they are. We know what a good side they are. Full-time team, obviously, and with players like Lee Gaskell, Adam O'Brien, they've got some really, really good players in there. But we've also done some good things against them. I thought when we played them at Easter, we were very strong when we played over there and let that game go in the second half. But we have put in certainly some periods of good games against Bradford this year.